Our today's topic is manufacturing account. So in this tutorial, I'll show you how to answer manufacturing account in your exam or test. We'll take a question from IGCSE accounting past paper. Before we start, let us have a look at the question on the screen. Pari owns a clothing factory. Her year end is 31st December. At 31st December 2021, her ledger account balances included the following. So here we have some balances. Okay, there is an additional information. So here we have 4 adjustment. First one is closing inventories, second, third and fourth we have here adjustments. We will adjust here while we prepare the manufacturing account. Okay, so what we calculate here in the manufacturing account, we'll calculate the cost of production, right? Okay, so how to calculate cost of production? So we have here 3 steps. In the first step, we will calculate cost of raw material consumed. Okay, second step, we will calculate the prime cost. Third step, we will calculate our factory overheads. Okay, then when we sum up these 3, we will add opening, work in progress, and we will subtract closing, work in progress. Then we will have cost of production, right? Okay, so here first step, we will calculate cost of raw material consumed. Yeah, so let us write here cost of raw materials consumed. Okay, so here how to calculate cost of raw materials consumed? We know cost of raw materials consumed equal to opening inventory of raw materials plus purchase of raw materials plus carriage inward of raw materials minus purchase returns of raw materials minus closing inventory of raw materials. So all about raw materials we will include here in the first section, cost of raw materials consumed. Okay, so what is our first item? Opening inventory of raw materials, right? So let us write here opening inventory of raw materials. Okay, here on the question we have $6,100. Okay, then our second item is purchase of raw materials, right? So let us write here add or plus whatever you like, purchase of raw materials. Okay, what we have on the question? $84,200. Okay, then we need to add carriage inward of raw materials. Okay, so in this question there is no carriage inwards. Okay, so we don't have to write it. Then what is next? We need to subtract purchase returns of raw materials. Yeah, same thing, purchase return is not there in the question, so we don't have to write. Okay, now we need to add these 2 values. So let us sum up. We get here $90,300, right? Okay, now we will subtract closing inventory of raw materials. Yeah, so let us write less or minus, whatever you like, closing inventory of raw materials. So we have here $6,840. Okay, so now we will subtract this amount from here. So if we subtract $6,840 from $90,300, what we get? We get $83,460, right? So let us write here $83,460. Okay, this is our cost of raw materials consumed. Okay, now we will calculate our prime cost. Okay, so how to calculate prime cost? Prime cost equal to cost of raw materials consumed plus direct labor or direct wages, whatever you call. So now let us write here. So on the question we have direct wages. Okay, it is 33,000 Okay, now if we add these two amounts, we will get prime cost, right? Okay, so what is the addition here? $116,460. Okay, so let us write here prime cost. Okay, so we calculated cost of raw materials consumed. It is $83,460. We added direct wages with it to calculate prime cost. Okay, now with the prime cost we will add factory overheads. Okay, so let us write here factory overheads. Okay, so what is factory overheads? We have here wages of factory supervisors. Okay, so factory supervisor salary or wages will be factory overheads. Okay, so let us write here wages of factory supervisors. Okay, so it is $26,000. Okay, then what we have? We have then rates and insurance. Okay, it is also factory overhead, don't forget. So we have an adjustment about this item. Okay, number 2, rates and insurance are to be apportioned equally between the factory and the office. That means this $14,000 rates given on the question, this $40,000 will be equally divided between factory and office. Okay, office expenses will go to the income statement and factory related expenses like rents and insurance will come as factory overheads. Okay, so here the total amount was $14,000. so let us write here 14,000 and it will be divided by 2. Okay, so how much comes? 7,000. This 7,000 will be factory overhead. Okay, and rest 7,000 will go to the income statement. So let us write here $7,000. Okay, good. So what is our next item? We have here general expenses. Yeah, it is also factory overhead. So let us write here general expenses. So on the question we have $11,500. Okay, so we have an adjustment about these items. Okay, so what is the adjustment? Number 3, at 31st December 2021, general factory expenses of $500 were unpaid. Okay, so unpaid, outstanding, accrued, whatever area, whatever. If you see these terms in the question, you need to add the amount with the balance given on the question. Okay, so here we have balance $11,500 and unpaid amount is $500. Okay, so unpaid amount always be added. Okay, so let us write here, let us add plus $500. Okay, now how much comes? Now general expenses will be here $12,000. Okay, so great. So we have no more items on the question. We wrote all of them. Now, so look at number 4, adjustment number 4. Factory equipment is depreciated at 20% per annum using the reducing balance method. Okay, so depreciation, it is also a factory overhead. Okay, so we need to write depreciation here. So we need to follow what? Balance reducing method. Okay, so how to calculate it is very simple. So first let us write here depreciation. Okay, so balance reducing method, how does it work? First of all, we need to subtract the previous year balances of depreciation from the cost of the asset. Okay, what asset? Factory equipment. So how much factory equipment here? So we have here 100,000. Okay, so the cost of factory equipment is $100,000. Okay, now what to do? We need to subtract the previous year balance of depreciation of factory equipment, which is $36,000 on the question. Okay, so let us subtract $36,000. Okay, now the balance we get after subtraction we will multiply by 20%, yeah. So this is how you need to calculate depreciation using balanced reducing method. Okay, if you are confused about depreciation, I have so many video lessons on this topic, on this depreciation. You can check out my channel. Okay, so here now if we calculate, then what we get here $12,800. Okay, so these are 4 factory overheads we have on this question. Okay, now we will add this all 4 items and we will write the outer column. Okay, we get $57,800. Okay, now what to do? Now we will add factory overheads to prime cost. Okay, here $116,460 plus $57,800. What we get? We get here $174,260. Okay, now what to do? Now we will add opening work in progress and we'll subtract closing work in progress. Okay, to calculate our cost of production. So at first we will add opening work in progress, so plus opening work in progress $9,420. Okay, so if we add, we get here $183,680. Okay, so now we will subtract closing work in progress. Okay, so let us write here less or minus closing work in progress. So the amount is on the question 9,885. Okay, so we will subtract this amount. If we subtract, we get 173,795. okay, so this is our cost of production. So let us write here cost of production. Okay, so this is how you need to prepare manufacturing